Welcome, survivor. Enjoy the view. You see before you the pinnacle of mankind's ingenuity. All of humanity's hopes and dreams carefully nestled within this lifeboat. Each of its shining rings are laden with miracles of science and nature. A paradise where the boundary between the biological and technological has been all but erased. And now all of it is mine. I control this vessel now. I command its evolution, and very soon, its destination. From there, my will shall spread across the cosmos forever, infinite and undying. And there's nothing you or that witless puppet, that shadow of her, can do to stop me. I have already set my designs in motion. Our future awaits, survivor.
Hello, Pluto's Pike here today, and today we are on our on my unofficial Genesis world that I have with my friends. But yeah, if you want today, well, as you guys, many of you guys probably know, most of you guys probably already know about this, but Genesis 2 reveals happened over the weekend during the community live stream, the ExtraLife charity live stream. If you don't know what ExtraLife is, it's a charity that raises lots of money for sick kids that need help, and they do it through gaming, and yeah. So anyways, we're gonna start out with the biomes and the map itself. So the map itself is supposed to take place on a ship, this they call it the Genesis ship, and yeah, it's kind of interesting, but I think that let's talk about the actual details of the map. This is my second time recording it because I was recording a game. Sounds way too loud, so I couldn't put music over the background. Yep. So basically, let's go back. Actually, I'm gonna turn this on real quick. These things, you know, those annoying things you can't actually build in. They're all throughout the map. Over there. All over the map. Just map that limits like the buildable space by like 30%. Like 60% or something. Some crazy amount. You can't actually build on the freaking map. And it really kinda sucks. Yeah, you're gonna be teleporting to do missions in Genesis Part 2, so yay for that. Let's all celebrate right now. I know. Are we done celebrating now? Because I think that's the most important part. Not what I was trying to do. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Another thing is, it's going to be open world, traditional Ark style map, so there will be no more biome teleportation. So if you wonder why you're, if you have a low spec computer and you wonder why Genesis runs so good for you, I'll tell you why. It's because Genesis only has one biome loaded in at a time. But that's not going to be the case. So I forgot what I was talking about because I had to go for a second. But I think it's overall going to be pretty good. Genesis Part 2. But anyways. Hey, did you see that? The first biome they confirmed, or they shared with us, is what they're calling the Eden biome. It's supposed to be a Garden of Eden, good for humans. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be good for humans. healthy for humans. It's everything a survivor would want. It is supposed to have Rexes. It's supposed to have a lot of things, I guess. Yeah. It's supposed to be the main starter biome. It's supposed to be easy, but we all know how easy Genesis things was. But I doubt that part 2 is gonna be harder because let's start off with, because I feel like it's gonna be more of a end game oriented map, but I don't know. No way to find out, but I guess we'll see. But another thing is, and then the second biome, they said they're calling it the Tech Trench or something. I guess it's supposed to be a trench. There's supposed to be one in each of the 2 main rings. The rings are gonna be like, one's gonna be the Eden biome, one's gonna be the next biome we're gonna talk about, the Rockwell's Garden. So basically, there's that. So it's gonna be like, I guess, tech. I mean, I guess it's gonna go down into the ship. I don't really know what it's gonna be like. I don't really know. I don't think we really know much about it yet. But other than I'm pretty sure it's where most of the missions are located. They're gonna go down into the tech trench to do the missions, I guess. But the third biome, and this one is the one that I probably played the trailer before this. I don't know. It's gonna be the one that the Shadow Mane was in. You know, the lion creature. Yeah, it's gonna be in that. The Shadow Mane. This biome's gonna be beautiful, really beautiful map. That's what they stress. But it's also gonna be a deadly map. It's gonna be a beautiful but deadly map. Everything's gonna be perfect to being deadly, you know? So there's gonna be that. It should be put in the concept art bomb years ago, but I'm pretty sure the colors will change since then to be more. It's a very aberration-like biome, shall we say, because it's called Rockwell's Garden. Rockwell pretty much was in control of aberration for a while, and that's the kind of things he likes, evidently. Purple, ugly corruption. I don't know. I loved aberration as a map, so I feel like I'm gonna like this though. But Biome 4. Oh, it has such a beautiful name. They are calling it Rockwell's Innards. Yes, and I kid you not, they have this thing where they posted a recap. I'm pretty sure this has to be something they're gonna play during the for like the video. This says, "How foolish you are to have scurried into my inner sanctum. Do you truly expect to evade my notice here? I am this place now, and you are merely a parasite." I'm pretty sure that's gonna be Rockwell talking to us when we get to this biome. I have a feeling. I know Rockwell is gonna be the big bad guy of this DLC, like he has been for a while now. Like, he's gone from taking like a pretty small point, like literally just a boss, and like a yeah, but now he's like the main guy. He's not just a boss; he's the main boss of everything. But yeah, Rockwell's Innards, because I guess he's evolving into the ship now. Now, guys, next we're talking about what we all want to talk about. The creatures. So first, let's start with the Noglin. The Noglin, is supposed to be a shoulder pet. We know that much. A lot of people are really stupid excited about this little guy. And let's go ahead and simply say he's gonna be scary. I'm pretty sure the biome he lives in, from what we see from the trailer, is gonna be Rockwell's Innards, which I'm pretty sure might be the scariest, like the most dangerous biome in the game, right? Or in the map. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the most dangerous biome. But I feel like this guy, he has the power to open up his mouth and latch onto you. When that tongue latches onto you, it does mind control things. It takes over your mind and just controls your mind. So it's gonna be tameable as well through like some sort of sacrifice thing. So you have to sacrifice things in order to get this powerful creature. If I do say so myself, it's gonna be a powerful creature. I feel like it's gonna be pretty bad change because you can tame it and throw it on the enemy's tames, and it'll just stick there and make them turn against their owners. I mean, this thing is gonna be great. It's gonna be hilarious. So there's that. It's also going to latch on the players too, not only tame, so it can like control a player, which I think is going to be really crazy. And next we have the Shadow Mane, which for some reason a lot of people are saying that only females can go invisible. But when you see, there's multiple times where the ARC devs have said that they'll both be able to go invisible. So I'm not sure because they've said it both ways, ARC devs had, so it's confusing. But the one we see in the trailer, which might be playing right now, I don't know, I believe it's a male because of the mane, so I believe that's enough confirmation that they'll both be able to go invisible, because I feel like that's pretty important to some people that should know me. But the male, mainly I think it's a male because of the roar too though. The male is supposed to be able to provide a roar buff. It's supposed to be able to roar and provide a buff to the nearby allied creatures. Meanwhile, the female is going to be able to go invisible, and nearby allied creatures will go invisible with it. So yeah, there's that. Nearby allied creatures. It's also going to live in Rockwell's garden. And I feel like it's going to be and it's also confirmed to be tameable. And it's also been confirmed to be breedable, so get ready to get your breeding guide. Seriously, it's insane. Next we have the Strider. The Strider is going to spawn out in the wild with an attachment. Multiple attachments maybe. And then you're going to tame this guy. Whenever you start taming this guy, which is going to be like a hacking process supposedly, everybody in a nearby area will know you're taming him. So they'll come and try to take it from you, because I guess it's going to be pretty powerful. So, there's that. But I feel like different attachments, you cannot craft these attachments. Whatever attachments it spawns with are its attachments for life. So, what we've had confirmed so far is the Harvester attachment. That, and they have said there may be some defense and attack attachments. So there's that to look forward to. But this thing, the AT-AT, I'm sorry guys, they're starting to make it into a Star Wars thing, let's be honest here. They've added, last time they added a freaking battle cruiser, last DLC. Now they're adding an AT-AT plus another ship creature, which I'll talk about next. But this thing, I feel like they confirmed it to be non-breedable though, personally, because they said, people were asking if it was breedable, and they said, well, it's a robot, which I think makes people think, it's saying, no, it won't be breedable, it's too appealing. And next, we have the Astrodelphus. Astrodelphus is, a space dolphin. That's what they said. Yeah, so it's basically closely related to the Astrocetus, which is the space whale. Which dolphins and whales are pretty close related, but you know. Where it spawns, we don't know. They have hinted to maybe it being outside the ship, maybe. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I think that it comes down to they're gonna have this saddle. It's gonna basically be the Tropia saddle, in case you wondered. It's gonna be literally a Tropia saddle, pretty much. But they said it's gonna be a counter to a Tropia. That means it's gonna be better than a Tropia, and it comes down to where the Tropias need a counter. I don't think Tropias need a counter. Whatever. So basically, you're gonna go super flight mode, and it's gonna be able to fire lasers that not the typical lasers you see in Ark, but these lasers will hit instantly. So, new OP lasers that hit instantly. I'm pretty sure they probably won't have the splash damage of the old lasers, but they're still gonna hit instantly. That's pretty cool if I say so myself. Okay, so next we have Gen X variants. So I originally was thinking when they revealed this, they could just call them Genesis 2 variants. I thought they were probably going to be called Y variants, but no, they're going to be called X variants. So we're going to have yet another type, and more X variants, which will probably have this stupid, oh wow, we have the same stats, but we take forever to tame that regular X that Genesis X creatures had, which I really hated. Like, I went with X creatures just to X Rex because they were good for our boss army, and I regret it now because Tech Rexes are so much better. It's just stupid, and they're so easier to tame. But so far we have confirmed the pretty cool looking Reaper King. Now, it is interesting with Reaper King because there is a chance that we could have a Reaper Queen on this map, which would be pretty freaking dope if we had a Reaper Queen on this map. I would actually be excited to have that. An Equus from the Eden biome and a Dilo as well. So next, I'm pretty sure we'll talk about the items. So the hover sail. It's basically the tech hover skiff, but smaller. And I guess, yeah, you'll be able to do tricks, and that'll boost your speed for a short amount of time. But you'll also be able to mount another person up front with a gun, and they'll just be able to shoot. I imagine either you're gonna be taming with these things, or I can imagine like a stupid dope chase where someone's just trying to run away for their lives, and this thing's just coming behind them. Pew, 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 pew. Like a 3v1. It's a cool chase scene. But, I mean, you'll also be able to pick this thing up into your inventory, I think, to where it isn't just out in the world, able to be destroyed at all points in time. Next, we have the Tech Bow Hype! Tech Bow, boys. Tech Bow. Tech Bow. What do you want? It's the only fuel it uses is element, like all tech weapons. But it can change the ammo type, like the projectile type. So far we have regular arrows, flame arrows, and explosive arrows confirmed. All of which I'm excited for because you can change it at the touch of a button. And what it will do is just use a certain amount of element accordingly. So, also, there will be a charging mechanism where the longer you charge it up, the faster the arrow flies and the straighter the arrow flies. If you hardly charge it up, it's just gonna whee, and it's just gonna go a short distance. But if you charge it up all the ways, this has been confirmed to be exactly like a bullet. So it's gonna be a great addition to Ark, in my opinion. A great addition to the game. I'm excited for it. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll also have trach arrows, and also it's gonna go. I suppose it's gonna do a dope animation whenever it gets equipped. As you bring it out and it's like Hawkeye's bow that comes out. It's pretty cool. And the next part's not something I'm really excited about. The Tech Federation suit. It's basically just a reskin of the tech suit, except every player is gonna spawn with it. Give me a second, boys. Had to do a job. So basically, Federation tech suit. Yeah, reskin tech suit, except everyone gets it when they spawn. So, boo! I think it's just gonna be stupid and break the game. I feel like it's gonna ruin the beginner experience. You just start with tech suit. You're also gonna ruin tech suit if you just start with tech suit. I'm hoping they nerf this tech suit beyond, like, really big time if you're gonna spawn with it. Either that you don't spawn with it, because I feel like it ruins the beginning of the game. It's a survival game, not a game where you fly around in a tech suit at the very beginning. This is Ark, not Call of Duty. So a canoe. Not just simply for recreation. You can pick the canoe up and place it down. Yeah, it's a canoe. I don't know how I can spin this other than it's a canoe. I don't know how you want it spin, but it's a canoe. I'm pretty excited for it though, because canoe trips with the boys. You're able to go in it, and yeah, more rowers the faster you go. But oh, I guess there's a built-in cooking pot now that I read it. But there has been, they did say something that confused me. I don't know if I can go back and find it. I probably can. But they said you can fishing net from it, but it's probably gonna mess it up if you're in moving water. Has running water been confirmed for Genesis Part 2? I really hope so, because that'd be freaking awesome to have running water that actually moves you. I really would love that, because it just add another layer of the game. And the next weapon I'm pretty sure is gonna be pretty freaking OP. The minigun. So you're gonna have pretty bad aim when you're shooting it from your hips, so I mean, yeah, it's supposed to do very fast. It's also gonna have the regular arc overheating mechanic after enough time. And it's also gonna have the warm up mechanic where it takes a little bit to warm up, like let's go ahead and say the magma source charge. But I'm pretty sure it can and it can fire once it warms up. Whereas magma swords can fire the entire time at decreased damage. But it comes down to where I think that yeah, it's pretty OP. But you're gonna be able to set it down on the ground. Just set it up on the ground. In boss fights, it's been confirmed that you can do it on. And you could just set it on the ground. It's gonna be like a tripod, and it's gonna do like it's gonna be like controllable high damage. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm actually kind of excited. And it's just gonna shred things, I can tell you that much. Next we have the tech pistol. The tech pistol, it's gonna be a pew pew gun. It's gonna be a blast. Star Wars, yeah, it's gonna have multiple settings. It's gonna have a damage mode, in which case it's gonna go pew pew and do damage. It's gonna have a healing mode where it's gonna go pew pew and heal things, and that is stackable up to a certain point, in which enough players using it, it caps out. And then there is pew pew stun, in which case as other cap things, and it stuns creatures. I'm not quite sure how the stun will work, but it's interesting. And that's all we have for weapons and that stuff. Next we're gonna move into the new structures. First we're gonna have the egg incubator, which basically is gonna be that S plus hatchery or SS hatchery, whatever you say it, except it's gonna have a cool model, not gonna pick up immediately. But what it will do is it will tell you what the stats of the creature are gonna come out for. I don't know if it'll tell you if that creature, if that thing is gonna have a mutation or not. It's not some color regions in it yet, but it's gonna hold 10 eggs at the moment, any size. And you have to change the temperature to match the eggs, and it'll hatch faster actually, which I think is pretty cool. Having them hatch faster, I think that's a really cool addition. The one thing I don't quite know if I like is how it tells you the stats, because it takes part of surprise out, but we'll see when it comes out, because things have changed. Cough, cough, space whale being able to take a whole army with it and teleport across the entire map. Like, come on, wildcard. You told us that was going to happen. Next, we have the OP ammo box. Yeah, let me get a drink real quick, because I'm going to rant about this thing. Okay. It automatically fill in nukes, any turret in the area, anything that's considered a turret in game. So I'm gonna look at the engram list. Turret, ballistic turret, catapult turret. Oh wow, it's just gonna fill those things up. That's not OP. Okay, that's fine. Auto turret. It's heavy auto turret. It's gonna automatically fill up tech turrets, heavy auto turret. They're just automatic turrets. It's just gonna automatically fill them up as you go, as they get used up. So you can put it inside a safe spot, inside your base, or maybe you can have multiple of them, and you can just fill them up whenever refill it whenever you want. It's gonna be almost impossible to raid bases nowadays. Just so you guys know, and I feel like it's OP. They're gonna have to nerf it somehow because I don't think it'll work. I think it's just gonna be like impossible to raid nowadays. Remote camera security system. A lot of people were saying this is only geared towards PvP, but I honestly don't see people using it in PvP. There's been a lot of things like, oh, PvPers gonna love it. No, they don't. They're really minimalists. There's really no point for them to use a security system. I'm sure they will because it's cool. Some of them will, but I mean, yeah. And this, we do see the security system in use at the very end of the trailer, with whatever it's called, Noglin. But it's gonna. But if you look at the radius, it looks pretty big because you see that's the map of the island right there, and it looks pretty big. And you can communicate through the camera, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm gonna use it because I think it's gonna be dope. But yeah. Loadout mannequin, which I'm actually really excited for this because it's just a simple thing of it makes life easier and it's also pretty cool. The only thing I think in the model, like the thing, I hope it's a little bit smaller than that because it looks a little big. I really hope it's not. I hope it's not that big. 'Cause it's just gonna take up a lot of space. And I feel like I don't really like it to take up that much space, but it could. You never know. But it's gonna be able to hold a whole loadout. And you're just gonna hit a button and it's gonna equip it all. Full equipment slot. And yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And the final thing, what we all wanted. A tech crop plot. I mean, we've all been asking wildcard for it. No, none of us have been asking wildcard. Why? What? Out of all the things you can add, you add a tech crop plot. I understand. I like to see a whole bunch of tech gear added, tech stuff added, because I like to see a whole tech thing, because I think tech looks cool. But why a tech crop plot? All it's gonna do is lower how much fertilizer it takes, lower how much water it takes. I think speed up the process, which I think is pretty cool, but still, out of all the things Wildcard could have added to the new DLC, they add tech crop plots. I guess you all know we're gonna get in red drops from now on out, don't we, guys? And that's about it, guys. That's about all I had. Go ahead and tell me what your favorite thing is down in the description below. I think at the moment my favorite thing is either the tech bow, the minigun, or the shadow main. They all look pretty dope to me. But Astradelphus also looks dope. So does the Strider, Noglin, the hover sail, the tech pistol, egg incubator is gonna be awesome. Everything in this thing looks dope, not gonna lie. The biomes sound dope. I'm excited for this map. It's supposed to be the biggest map out to date. Maybe bigger than the Valhalla map, modded map, which would be pretty cool if it is, because that map's humongous. It's been confirmed to be bigger than any map they've ever worked on, which is pretty much the biggest one so far is Genesis. And Genesis isn't that big. I'm pretty sure it's bigger than Ragnarok though too. But yeah, we'll see. I'm really excited for this map. I hope you guys are too. Tell me what you guys are most excited about for the DLC though. And also some you're least excited about, because I feel like there's some things like that too. What you think you guys are gonna pick up? We're gonna break the game. But anyways, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like. Also, make sure you subscribe. Well, I mean, if you aren't already, you probably should just get subscribed, because it's free. It's free, and it gives me a self-esteem boost to do it. School is so hard, man. School is so hard. That's about it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I'm really excited about Genesis Part 2. It's coming March. Oh, I mean, yeah, supposedly March next year, but it's wild card. What do you think was coming? I'm thinking May. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.